Greetings everyone, and Great here. Another Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition not Age of Empires 2, Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on the top right side as the Orange Holy Roman Empire, we have 3DB. Spawn on the bottom left side as the Red Malians with GG, ISanych. We have this scout collecting some sheep down here. And red sheep scout is over here, getting a good number of sheep. Both sides finding a lot of sheep. Actually, those are both red. Looks like red has gone for an early second scout. Oh, wait, no, you start off with second scout as Malians, right? Unless I'm mistaken. We do have orange now going for the Minework Palace, which of course does provide extra technology for him to use. Orange finding some good amount of sheep as well. And now we've got the Monster Quarry deployed on now. Monster Quarry does provide red some extra gold generation, a very effective wonder. Who doesn't just want to have extra gold generation? We can talk about collect stone instead. And now we've got the age up there. Now the scouts. They're not gonna warrior scouts just yet. He needs the. That was orange. I thought red gets warrior scouts, right? The Malians get warrior scouts. I guess your initial scouts can't be upgraded to warrior scouts. That's my mistake. You just need to get them upgraded to warrior scouts, and they'll be very, very effective. There you go. Warrior scouts now being researched, and those make them to very, very dirt cheap horsemen. Of course, orange deploys out his own scout. These warrior scouts are making their way forward. Trying to stop these forces, and now I got the warrior scout upgrade, giving up a 7 attack as opposed to the 1 attack of the scout. So the scouts, warrior scouts, do retain their anti-scout damage. So they do 17 damage to the scout as well, and the warrior scouts only receive 11 in return. In my opinion, warrior scouts just seem like a little bit overpowered. For 90 food, you get a horseman, and horsemen usually cost 120.10, so you get it for a discounted horseman. While able to sell spot, able to get extra damage for other scouts, things of that sort. These warrior scouts are pushing around, does see a bit of hits fire there from the town center. Does lose one of those warrior scouts, which is a big boon. They also do have health regen still. We got a pair of spearmen deployed out by orange now. And boar is actually being claimed. Does kill off the boar there, very nice. Another warrior scout does manage to go on down. Claiming boar like that gives you a lot of extra food claiming boar. Its gather rate is quite high. And there's 8 villagers gathering it up now. I'm also not really a big fan of this map. This map is just very sparse. Veers in groups of 3, so you could potentially pull out groups of 3 scouts, pick them up with the scouts and actually deliver them back. It's only a few times where that's actually probably a useful ability. Horsemen now engaging these warrior scouts. Got a handful of these spearmen advancing on forward. As well as I forgot to switch over. There we go. Now I can see the rumble comments. If there ever is any. Most of the time I just get spam stuff and I immediately just block those people. We do now these warrior scouts do see a bit of damage there. The health regen is actually really high. That's really high. I wonder, did he get some of the research there for increased health regen? Nope. We do now have some horsemen engaging these warrior scouts. These warrior scouts are in a good number. They just need to back off, get some great health regen. And now we do also have some of these hardened donzos. Donzos, they are a anti-cavalry specialist and can occasionally throw out free spears. Spearmen's advancing forward, trying to deal with the various forces on the ground. These spearmen advancing forward as well, trying to get some good damage on these forces. And looks like these spearmen will be cleaned on up by orange. Red has now deployed out another pit mine here, trying to collect some more gold, has nearby housing for that as well. These horsemen are trying to deal with this villager, does take out the villager there, and now got the boar also hit as well in the mix of everything. So we're going to be taking time to deal with this pit mine, able to clean these up, denies that extra gold generation the Malians get. Passive gold generation. Gold vein does go down there. You now have the Falmbia garrison being employed on out. And no H3 for orange just yet either. These housing will be cleaned on up. This will put the Malian player on pop cap. So he does actually build some more housing now. But now he's at pop cap. He needs to pull out some more housing. Falmbia garrison. Unique quickly produces barracks and archer units, and 5 at a time. Unit cost is converted to gold and reduced by 10%. They just only cost gold and builds them quickly and slightly cheaper. I think the prelate back at home's gained some great health regen there. Got a small force here. Orange trying to go around, raid his opponent, try to hit some of the flanks. We do not have the forward lumber mill, trying to go for forward out close as well. Got these forces advancing forward. Got some Sophia, a heavy melee cavalry as well. Cheaper heavy cavalry, high move speed, cheaper cost, stronger in melee combat. These orange horsemen now advancing forward, trying to get some good damage on in. Does have a good amount of defensive spearmen here. Spearmen do fire a good volley of arrows there. Does get inside the garrison. Get some arrows firing. And he's going to be backing off now. Orange's horsemen, I'm not sure. Oh, there's orange horseman. He's trying to flank these forces. Does have a good number of Donzo here. And now trying to avoid that spear wall. Spearman facing forward. They do have the additional melee armor from his H2 landmark. Get off some of those forces there. These forces are now being pursued. Horseman does also get their additional armor as well from that same upgrade from the spearmen. These horsemen just moving around. Got some archers now put on the field. Making some good damage on these forces. And these villagers trying to band the area, trying to avoid these horsemen. Horsemen do get some damage there. Very, very little though. You also got these spearmen pushing away, gathering on up. These horsemen just backing on off for the time being. More spearmen being pushed on forward over here. These horsemen are not turning around and fighting. They should be able to deal with this force here. Just find himself a wolf as well. It looks like they're going to go back in and try to raid his opponent. These warrior scouts, of course, able to spot all this, no problem. Got a good wave of spearmen here and veteran archers as well. And he's going to turn around and fight these horsemen as well. Orange falling back that force now. The Malians are still on age 3. Villager count is very similar. These forces are still being pursued by these warrior scouts. Couple archer hits there as well. There's there on these horsemen. We do have these forces pushing way forward. Doing a bit of fire. Got these guys pushing way forward over here. Could perhaps get a nice little close on this force. We have a decent force here, however. A lot of archers in this region. Maybe looks the spearmen do find the wolf there. There's a couple archers in this mix as well. This force could get annihilated by this force over here, but the horsemen are distracting his opponent. Horseman now pushing around. Maybe he'll find some good damage here. His opponent does dig in the housing. While it'll be relatively quick, won't be exactly all that important though. Looks like the Orange Horseman's now engaging, trying to get some good hits there on these Warrior Scouts. Warrior Scouts do get some good damage on in and forces them back. These horsemen could turn around and start engaging these veteran warrior scouts. Over here, we've got this big wave of archers and spearmen advancing forward. Does turn around, get some good hits there. No additional armor upgrades on these forces. We do have the poison arrows, so we do got arrows going to have some additional air damage over time. Horseman charging forward, does get some good damage there onto these villagers. Now he does see a bit of fire there, as well as some javelins. Red's now advancing forward with these forces. Does spot some of these villagers do go down. Poison arrows do give a nice little purple effect there. Damage over time is nice and all, but it won't immediately kill his opponent. These horsemen will go down. He does have a good number of archers in the region. Horsemen have been cleaned on up right there. Red's advancing forward some more and more horsemen, trying to pursue these archers. Some of the Orange's archers here could get picked off by Red's archers. Still just H2 versus H3. Fighting gets a big age advantage at the moment. And his force here is starting to get completely picked off there. Oh, there's Orange horsemen. They went the wrong side way around these trees, and now they're going to be completely encircle these archers. Red just needs to stand there and fight this moment in time, because right now he's going to get picked off there. Red does have a handful of forces engaging each other right there. A large number of archers as well. That force has been cleaned on up. We do have this force now advancing on forward. A couple of these horsemen are charging forward as well. Still no age up for the Holy Roman Empire player. In fact, he does not have the income for aging up anytime soon. Malian player's now going for some veteran sofas. And these spearmen will be cleaned on up by these various forces. Orange now starting to counterattack. That's a good horseman pulling on out. Red's force will pull out more and more armies. He does overrun some of these archers that are retreating on back. Horseman, spearman advancing forward. There's a good number of archers here to support as well. Making his way down south. Yeah, I think he's trying to raid any sort of traders his opponent may have, but he currently has none. Spearman will spot this force here. Orange has a significant army here, so maybe a good idea for Orange actually try to coax him to engage. You have more of these forces pushing away forward as well. More of these archers. And right now, Orange is lacking gold in order to age up. Red is now advancing forward with this military. Orange has a massive military on the field. And right now, the villager population is very similar, 55 to 53. This force can easily get overwhelmed by his opponent. Looks like there's no weapon upgrades on for Red at the moment either. We got some various weapon upgrades for Orange as well. So this force may be a lower age, but does at least get some good, better quality of research. Looks like these folks are trying to charge it forward. They're going to get ripped apart. Red's trying to back on off, sort of step away with these archers. These archers will be overwhelmed. These sofas have been cleaned on up. Now these villagers are trying to back off from this region. I'm not sure what they were doing right there. More archers setting up over here, slowly whittling down these spearmen. Orange has a massive wave of archers on the field, now going for his Ragnid's Cathedral. These forces are being cleaned on up over here. These villagers are trying to claim that gold mine. And looks like Red has back on the game now. This is Adam Grade saying, thank you for watching and on to the next replay.